Ball's big decision. News of the conversation went public, which violated the wishes of Kawhi's camp. Some now feel that leak hurt the Lakers' chances to sign Kawhi. Despite that speculation, Magic tweeted out this weekend, LA has just become the king of basketball, with the Lakers adding AD, Cousins, Danny Green, JaVale McGee, and KCP, and Kawhi Leonard and Paul George joining the Clippers. It's going to be awesome to watch NBA basketball in LA this season.
I thought he was a Laker.
Exactly. Shannon, how much do you think Magic's leaks hurt the Lakers with Kawhi?
Skip, maybe Kawhi would have already, maybe that was his predetermined that he was going to the Clippers.
Yep.
But this could not have possibly helped. A guy that shrouds himself in secrecy, that wants his conversation to remain that secret. And not only did Magic say, tell everybody that, yeah, Kawhi called me and wants to talk. When he actually talked to him, he told everybody what they talked about. So Kawhi goes this already. I can't trust Magic. Because no matter what his title is, official or unofficial, he's still a representative of the Lakers. And then he gets there and he's talking to Jeannie and he's talking to Rob Pelinka. He said, well, but why do I keep hearing about, what's this about Linda Rambers? What's this about Kurt Rambers? What's this, all this other stuff? I mean, but I'm talking to you guys, but that's not what I hear. So the dysfunction, basically, Steve Ballmer cuts the check. Jerry West runs everything, and then Lawrence Frank, and then whomever, and then Doc Rivers, and the trade. All that falls up under that purview. There is no, well, this guy's, no. Jerry West, and then everything falls up under Jerry West.
Correct.
And only one person is above Jerry West, and that's Steve Ballmer. So all that, Skip, I believe, had something to do. Now, maybe, like I said, it was a foregone conclusion. But this did not help the Lakers situation.
This is very hard for me to talk about because I love me some Magic Johnson. Loved him as a player, loved him as a man, loved him as a businessman. There's nothing not to love about all of that, of the above. Have not loved him as a GM of this team. And I believe he badly damaged whatever chance they had of landing number 2 on 2 fronts. And that was when he quit and then he trashed the whole front office.
Right.
Basically, Pelinka and Jeannie. And then he immediately leaked, not just that he had the conversation, then to the LA Times, he leaked a detailed account, a breakdown of everything said in that conversation. Well, that's just a big old red flag of no.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Right.
Because he's still trying to make the case that he still, Magic said here in the last few weeks, I talk to them every day. He still feels like he's part of the front office. He just didn't want the responsibility of having to bear up.
Go to work every day.
And also to take the credit or the blame in this case. And there was a lot of blame because as a GM, the truth is, the harsh truth is, he was Jordan-esque. Right? And that's not a good thing because Michael Jordan has become the worst GM in the history of basketball.
Let me ask you this. If Kawhi signs with the Lakers, what does that do for Magic?
He made it about him, you know, like, I got it.
I got LeBron and Kawhi.
Yeah, now I did.
So now, even though I dipped out, I'm still a part of it. Even though I don't work for the Lakers, I'm still doing favors for the Lakers. I'm still your guy.
Trying to pull that off. Nope.
But Skip, why would you ever tell that Kawhi reached out to me and we're going to have a conversation and then turn around and tell everybody the conversation and what you guys discussed? Why would you think that would be? Why would you think, I don't care, forget it's Kawhi, who's very secretive. What player you think wants to have a conversation and have it played out in the newspaper or on every radio show?
Especially that player.
Yes!
Wrong way. And again, I love Magic, but I think he deserves whatever blame there is for them not landing him. Like you said, maybe it was premeditated, but whatever blame there is, it should be on Magic.
He didn't help.
Not at all. All right, guys, coming up next, why did Kevin Durant make a major change yesterday? Player control. A few weeks after Anthony Davis forced a move to the Lakers, Paul George demanded a trade to the Clippers to team up with Kawhi. Both Davis and George were under contract for at least another year with their former teams, but still maneuvered their way out. Shannon, do you like this new NBA?
I love it. I love it. I love the players having this kind of power because what we're seeing now, the paradigm start to shift. The players are starting to do to teams what the teams have done for so long to them. Let me ask you this, Skip. If the Clippers go to Sam Presti and say, you know what? We got 4 unprotected draft picks, a couple swaps, and a protected draft pick for Paul George. You think Sam Presti do that deal? Without a doubt. Now, Russell Westbrook never said, I want out. But Sam Presti was willing to put him in a deal to get him up out of town. So, in other words, the teams are always going to do what's in the best interest of the team. Now the players, and even though the league and the CBA has tried to make it cost prohibitive, we can give you an extra year if you stay with your team, and it'll be in excess of somewhere around $40 to $50 million. We saw Kemba, Kyrie, KD, Kawhi. We saw all these guys leave money on the table to take more of control over their careers that says, I want to go where I want to go. I want to play with who I want to play with, and there's nothing you can do about it. I love this, Skip. I love it. It's all the teams have been doing this. I mean, there's a reason why the Celtics and the Lakers played for all those in the finals all those years in the 80s because they had the best players. And the team put those teams together.
They did.
And the people have gotten accustomed, well, as long as the team do it, it's got to be right. But we don't want players. The player says, nah, we're going to remove you guys from the equation.
They are.
We are going to put teams together. And we're going to play where we want to play, when we want to play. Now, they've taken these long contracts. Skip, I remember Glenn Robinson signed a 10-year deal. And then it went down to 7. And so now the max deal you can get is 5. The guy said, I don't care. 5 years, 3 years, 4 years. If I want to leave, I don't care how many years I got on my contract, get me up out of here or I'm going to cause a stink. So I love it.
I don't love it. I'm one who has made the case repeatedly on this show that the NBA is starting to threaten the popularity of your game, the National Football League.
Yep.
And yet, now I'm starting to feel it's starting to tilt back the other direction because probably older guard, some people out there are going to say, wait a second, do contracts no longer matter? Because it seems like they just don't matter. It just, you don't.
They never matter.
Okay, all right. Well, you can make that case. But again, the owners basically run the National Football League. The players are starting to run the National Basketball Association. So why haven't we seen this in your league? You're in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
They don't have guaranteed contracts.
Okay? Except for the quarterbacks. They mostly have guaranteed contracts, right? So when are we going to see a quarterback say, you know what? I don't have enough help.
No.
I want to go there.
No.
And if you guys don't like it, I'm just going to start throwing interceptions. Or I won't even try anymore.
Right.
I don't want to play. Don't play me anymore. Have we seen that yet?
No.
Are we looking, is that in the future for the NFL?
No, because, Skip, I think the thing is for basketball, it's always been a players' league. And they've never had this kind of power, but they've always had power now. There's a reason why Magic Johnson can go to Dr. Buss and says, I want him gone after he's won a title.
True.
Larry Bird saying, I don't want to play for him anymore. Get me another coach.
Okay, but neither one of those guys went to their owner and said, get me out of here.
No. But they've always had that kind of power. The NFL players have never had this kind of power because they've never had the guaranteed contract. Skip, when you get guaranteed money, it emboldens you. Because what you going to do? Nothing. See, in football, you act a fool, they cut you. And then what you got to show for it? All that, it looks so good. He signed a 5-year, $115 million with $80 million guaranteed. Well, basically, you got what you signed for in the year that you played, and that's it. Cut a basketball player, and he going to get all $171 million or all $200 million. So they have that kind of control. They have that kind of leeway. I love it, Skip Bayless, because teams have been Blake Griffin didn't ask to be traded. Clippers got it right up out of Dodge. A lot of these guys don't ask to be traded, but well, we're doing what's best for the team. And players will say, you know what? We are a brand now. I want to do what's best for my team. And it's best for my team to get up out of here.
Okay, are we looking at chaos ensuing?
Maybe.
Are we looking at player after player saying, I've just had enough of this situation. I want to play with my friend so-and-so over and so-and-so.
Oh, no, don't.
And at some point, it's going to start hurting the brand that the NBA has built because a lot of fans aren't going to love this.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Don't let Giannis win a championship in the next couple of years.